Hey, what's up guys, Zukon here. Today I'm going to go over the artifact weapon for the Ashbringer, for the Ret Paladin. Yeah guys, sorry I've been uploading that much. I've been kind of concentrating on like gearing up and stuff like that, so sorry about the lack of uploads. Soon I'll be able to upload a bit more frequently. So I'm a little bit behind on my artifact weapon actually. I should be a little bit higher, but I'm going to go over it anyway. So this is going to be PvP. The first thing you definitely want to do is make your way up to Wake Ashes of Ashes, like this way. I'm going to go over each like little ability and what it does and what path you should choose. So you definitely want to go towards Ashes of Ashes this way, like this. This is a really important ability. It basically makes your Wake of Ashes do like double damage with like a little dot, and it generates 5 holy power, which is really strong. And then after that, I've gone like a different way, but I do suggest not going the way that I've gone. I suggest you do go up to this way first, and then you go down to Mountain of the Templar, and then make your way across this way, up to Wrath of the Ashbringer, then back to Sharpened Edge, and then all the way to Echo the High Lord, so like this. But what I've done is, I've gone up to Ashes of Ashes, gone back this way, and just gone straight for Echo the High Lord. I don't suggest doing that though, I do suggest going this way, but I'm not going to bother refunding. It costs a bit of artifact power, but oh well. It's not a huge deal if you go this way like I have, but it is quite important that you just get up to Ashes of Ashes first. So I'm going to go over all the little abilities now, or traits. Pretty much Wake of Ashes, you know what that does. I've gone over that. It just, there's a lot of damage, AoE stun against demons and undead. Slows them by 50% against anyone, and the Wake of Ashes generates 5 holy power and deals quite a hefty chunk of damage. And then Blade of Light simply just increases the damage of your Crusader Strike by 15%. And then once you go this way towards Ashes of Ashes, Righteous Blade increases the damage of your Divine Storm by 20%, so a little bit more AoE damage. It's pretty good. Not that useful for PvP, maybe in like a 3v3 cleave at some situations, but it's not. You're not going to use it that much for PvP really. An Unbreakable Will is actually really good. It can be annoying because it can go off in like the wrong CC. Like you get feared, and like you say you could sit that fear, it'll get you out of it. It's like there's like no choice. But sometimes if like a rogue blinds you or something, it can be really useful. It can get you out of a quite a long CC change, which is it's really good most of the time. And then Protector of the Ashen Blade pretty much just reduces the cooldown of your Blessing Protection down to 3.5 minutes. This is really good, especially for 3v3 arenas where the arenas last a little bit longer. Basically, you can get your Blessing Protection up on your healer or something much more often, so it's a really good trait. And then I've already gone over Ashes to Ashes. And then you go down this way to Might of the Templar, pretty much just increases the damage of your Templar's Verdict by like 6%. Once you get it maxed out, which is it's a decent chunk. It's okay. It's pretty good. And then once you go down here, this is a really good one. It's called Endless Dissolve, and it just reduces the cooldown of Forbearance by 10 seconds. If you don't know what Forbearance is, if I press my bubble, you'll get this little thing here called Forbearance. It lasts 30 seconds, so that means you can't use Blessing Protection or Lay on Hands within that 30 seconds again. But that's reduced by 10 seconds with this trait, which is really good. So you can get like Blessing Protection on yourself much more often, and get stuff like that on your allies more often as well. So it's really useful trait. And then we go down here to High Lord Judgment. This is really strong. It increases the damage to your Judgment by 24%, which is quite strong. It's quite a big chunk of damage, especially when it's ranged. So that's the only ranged ability that we have. So it is a really good trait. And then down here, this is the path that you're going to go last. You can get Embrace of the Light if you want. It's up to you guys. Like, you don't have to follow exactly what I say, but if you like Flash of Light, basically it increases the damage, not the damage, the healing of it by 45%. So it's almost a 50% increase on your Flash of Light, which is really strong. Makes your Flash of Light do a lot more healing. So it's a really good trait. You can select that if you like, or you can go the way this way. It's up to you. But it's a really strong trait. Makes you do much more healing. Wrath of the Ashbringer, pretty much when you get it maxed out, it increases your Avenging Wrath by about 10 seconds, so it's really, really good. Adds a little bit more damage to your burst, so it's quite a strong trait. And then when you go back up here, Sharpened Edge just increases the critical chance of your Crusader Strike by another 18%, which is pretty good actually. That's a pretty good trait. Pretty much going to get a high crit chance on it. And then Deflection, if you get it maxed out, it's going to bring your Shield of Vengeance down to 1.5 minutes, which is quite strong because it's a really strong ability. It gives a massive absorb, and you can use it to deal a lot of damage if you catch your enemy's burst in it. So it's a really strong ability, and reducing it by 30 seconds is just really, really strong. So it's really, really good, this talent, if you go this way. And then Echo of the High Lord, really strong yet again. Basically it increases your damage of your Templar's Verdict and Divine Storm by like 10%. Like a little Ashbringer like floats in the air, and it does 10% of the damage that your Templar's Verdict did. So that you say you're in your burst and you do like 5 Templar's Verdicts, like you're gonna get 5 little Ashbringers that do 10% of those Templar's Verdicts. So it's quite a big damage spike, and it is really, really strong. So it's a really good talent. This is why you want to go to this way fast as you can after you get to Ashes of Ashes. I've gone this way. I'm gonna get this a little bit quicker because I've gone this way. But I do suggest going this way. It's up to you guys. It's entirely up to you. But for PvP, I do think that this is the best way. But it's not a huge deal if you've gone this way like I have. And then finally, you have Divine Tempest, which yet again just increases your Divine Storm even more, and it sends out like a little frontal tornado that does a lot of damage. And basically, it's more like a direct line of AoE damage. It's pretty good. It's quite strong. So once you get this and this combined together, your Divine Storm ends up hitting pretty hard. So it's really good for BGs, and you have 3 enemies next to each other in a arena or something. It's really strong. So yeah, that's pretty much it about all the traits, guys. So yet again, I'll just tell you which way you want to go. You want to make your way up to this way, Ashes of Ashes. You can either go this way down to Echo the High Lord, or you can go the long way. If you get more traits, just go this way. And Echo High Lord. Oh, I forgot to mention Healing Storm actually. Divine Storm heals up to 6 nearby allies by 30k. It's not that strong, but it's okay. It can be used sometimes, but it's not great. So you want to go for that last, I'd suggest. And then after you've got Echo the High Lord, you just want to make his way back down to Embrace the Light and then Divine Tempest. Or if you want, when you're on the way down here, you can select this and then go back up. It's up to you, but that's pretty much it about the Ashbringer traits, guys. So this video helped you out. Please leave a like and comment. And if you want to see my upcoming PvP guide for Ret Paladin, I'm going to do quite an in-depth PvP guide for Legion. I'll probably do it when the next season comes out, I think, but it might come out earlier. It depends what happens. So if you want to see my PvP guide for Ret, guys, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.